Hello, how are you guys doing today? Welcome everyone. I'm going to attempt to go live on YouTube again. I am not a quitter. How about that? First, let me introduce myself to you. Hello, my name is Veronica Anderson with Wreaths by Veronica, where we build a wreathing community with one wreath at a time. And in this video today, I will be showing you how to make a fall wreath using a grapevine form. So before we get started, let's go with all the supplies and stuff that we will be using in this wreath, fall wreath. So first off, you would need a wire cutter because you have wiring on this, and you might have to cut, you will have to cut and separate things. So I'm gonna bring down the camera just a tad bit. That way you can see all the goodies that we have. We have a lot of greenery. As you can see, I have already placed some greenery in. We have this greenery here. I love it. And we have some of this greenery here, which I have purchased from Michael's. Some of the greenery purchased from Michael's and Hobby Lobby. And we do have flowers. I purchased my flowers by bunches because you get more bang for your buck that way. That way you won't be buying one at a one like for $3.99 or $1.99 when you can just get a whole bundle of flowers, and they have different colors in it, because all these was in that bundle. And I think it was, I'm not for sure, it was at Hobby Lobby. It was at least $9.99, I think, or a little more, but you can't beat that, and I got them half off. So how about that? That was a good deal. And then I got these pumpkins, which from Hobby Lobby, they was 40% off. So this is it. So what I'll do at the end of the video, I will be sharing a link, sharing the information where that I get all these embellishments from. Also, as you can see, I also enhanced some bows already. I use this here, this black and white checkered. I love it. Bring this down here. I don't know why they're sticking up like that. I purchased this. This is black and white checkered here. And I also got this ribbon here. I think these two look gorgeous together. Black and white, if you don't know, is the in color, the color trend for this season. So play with some black and white, make some bows, have some fun with it. Black and white checker goes well with a lot, with red, greens, all saucy colors, so don't be afraid of it. So also we will have, I'm going to put in some of these greeneries here. As you've seen, I had the pumpkins, but I do have these pumpkins as well. These velvet pumpkins here that I have purchased from Hobby Lobby, so I might incorporate that in as well. I'm not for sure. I know you have done wreathing before, and then you have all these beautiful greeneries and all type of flowers to put in, and you just don't know until you start adding into your wreath and you see what looks good and what doesn't, and then you just take it out. So I'm going to show you the wreath itself. As you can see, I have already started prepping it by adding in greenery. I have already attached the sign, and I have put in these two beautiful bows in that we had just discussed with the bows that I use. The black and white is a 2.5 inch, and this this color here, this brown, is good for, it's a good fall ribbon. It's a 1.5 inch, and it's, excuse my band-aid, I had a little blooper this morning with the greeneries. I stuck myself, and you can hurt yourself in crafting. Trust me, you can. So this is the sign I chose. I purchased this from Hobby Lobby about a couple of years ago, or last year I think. It had Happy Harvest on it, and I have a cutter machine, so I added some wording on here. This one says pumpkin for sale, and then I have pumpkins here curved on the wheel. So let's get started, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you could, please share it while you're here, and I hope you learned something. So if I do not comment on the video, I will come back in and comment. So And I get busy with designing, and I don't talk as much, but I'm gonna try to engage as much as I can. So if you guys come in, say hello to me and let me know where you're viewing me from, and also comment on the wreath if you like. So what I'm doing now, I'm adding flowers. As you can see, I put some greeneries here, here. So that way I can get the shape of the wreath that I have. If you, by the way, this is an 18-inch Grapevine Wreath. So I'm adding those. I added these here. I love these. I got this one from Hobby Michaels, and this greenery here came from Hobby Lobby. Now, right now, what I'm going to do is add in some flowers. So I went here and here. So I'm going to go probably here on this one. Just bring it in. And what you're going to do is you're going to go into the grain of the wreath. You shall not go stabbing in. Do not do that. Thou shalt not do that. Do not stab. Go into the grain of it. And you just want to, I'm just going to tilt that down a little bit and get that situated. And got another one here. So, and I'm going to put that one right up in here. And I'm going to place another one. I tries to what I try to do is separate all my bundles of flowers. That way when I pick them up, they will not be, you know, when you separate them, you can have them going. They be separated and you can easily just pick them up. And I think I'm going to put one up here because and I'm going to take this greenery, this off, because you know what? I think what I'm going to do is put a pick on the leaves, and then that way I can put it in there. So that's that and that. I'm liking the way they're shaping up, guys. What you think? So now I place the flowers. So what I'm going to do is add some more fillers like this. I like this green, and I'm going to leave this green on here. Reason being, it'll help me out on my filler. It'll fill it up. Fillers are little flowers like these that you can put in, or like these that you can put in. And that way that'll fill, that's a good filler for your flowers. So what I'm going to do, this is 8. Cut it down a little bit more. And if you cut it too much, you can add a pick to it and it'll do fine. So what I'm going to do is put it in the middle of these two. So do you guys like working with Grapevine wreaths, or do you like working with mesh? What is your preference? I guess you say she's not gluing it in. I am not. But I want you to know you should glue yours in, especially if you are selling it. So when if I'm selling this, I will be gluing it in. But for right now, I'm just going to not glue them in. And this is what you need your wire cutters for. So you can put your thing in. What I'm going to do is bend this down. And I'm going to put this in right here. In a little bit. Put the pick on this. One thing I like about this greenery is so bendable. It just bends so well. And I'm going to put one right there. Put a pick on it. If you don't have a pick machine, because this is a steel pick machine that I am using. If you don't have one, you can use a wooden floor pick that they have at all the craft stores, local craft stores. They have those, and you can use that, because always use what you have. I don't believe in going just buying a lot of things and you don't have the funds for it, and then just spending a lot of money. Just use what you have. Use what's cost effective for you at the time. That way you won't be all stressed out with spending a lot of money, you know, because I don't believe in spending a lot of money, and I do believe in getting things on sale. I do believe in waiting. Wait your turn, get everything together, and it shall come to pass for you, because that's how life is. So I'm going to add some more greenery. Clip this off. This is some greenery that I had purchased at Michael's. You know, I purchased this at, you know, during the time of the season of summertime. I think they stuff is 90% off now, because they and that's a good time to buy. You don't want to just start buying up stuff if you don't have to. I'm put a little glue on here, because this came out, so I'm gonna put the glue on it and let it dry out. Not dry out, dry. Let the glue dry. So I just sit it right here. That's how I do. I just sit it to the side. So if anything that comes apart like this, all you have to do is put glue on it and let it stay up there and it'll do fine. I'm gonna push this up. So I also like these as well. I'm adding all types of greenery in here. It's cause I'm gonna put it right here. These are good little fillers. And I'm gonna put that right there. Width right by that bow. And I'll put one in here right over there. Just want to put some of that into the bow. I'm going to add the support. I just love greenery. Greenery just brings out your whatever project you're doing. Even if you are doing a centerpiece of that sort, greenery looks good with that. Greenery just brings it out. So now we're gonna add some of these. I like these. These are cute. As you can see, I love these. And I'm just going to pop these in. I'm going to leave this green on here. I was thinking I might take it off. I'm not for sure. But see, I can add these as a filler inside here. And I think that's what I'm going to do with these leaves. And I also have these leaves as well. I can add as fillers in. So I'm just going to put these in like this. And I'm going to put a pick on it because it needs one. And guys, if you don't want, some people like they whole grapevine covered. It doesn't, to me, I like grapevine showing because that's the whole purpose of it. It's called a grapevine and you want it to have some grapevine showing. But I understand everybody have their own preference on how they want to do it. But one thing about those picks, if you don't like how it is, you can take it out, put it back in, and go from there. always good to have a pair of needle nose on hand, because if you need to pull that stem out, or the stem that you're using out, you can do that. Hanging, so I'm not sure why. Too long. So what I'm gonna do is cut this down just a tad bit. I didn't like the way it was just limping over. Greenery down, now like that. What you say? I'm gonna put one more trying to hide the sign, but I like that, like that. I have one more flower left, but that do not mean that you just have to use it. So what I'm gonna do is start putting these stems on these to see how that looks. And that looks great. It's adding, it's filling it up. Places that needs to have a filler in it, it just fills it up. So that's why it's not good to just throw your leaves away, because you can use them as fillers as well. And these are pretty thick, and they just, it really looks good. And I'll put one right in here. And I'm gonna put one up there. As if it's in the bowl. Baby, this is turning out so super duper cute. So, and if you have like the stem showing, all you have to do is get some moss and put it on there. You don't have to worry about it showing. I'm gonna see about these here. These are just picks of green, just putting them in. Like that. I'm liking that too, because these are good little fillers. You know, just don't throw things away, because you can use them as fillers. You don't have to just go out and buy filler flowers to put in. Especially if you got leaves on there, you can put picks on them. Again, you can use your wooden picks, pick to put that on, so you don't have to use this stem that I'm using. Really filling up. I'm gonna bring that like that. That way it'll look as if the greenery is in there, and it won't look all like nothing is in it, like the green is coming out of the Now I'm just putting them both together. If you wanted to, you could have cut it in half, with some wire cutters, and you could have did that. But I like them both attached. It just give it more depth into it, where it's I got these here that I'm going to put in as well. I think I'm going to take this one out and put this in like this. And I'm just going to bend it down some where it won't just look like it's just by itself. Kind of hiding the sign, and I don't want to do that. So what I'm going to do is clip this off some more, bring this up, and let's see here. When the grapevine is very tight in, it does that, where you can't put things in. I like that like that. Just a tad bit more off. And I'm going to put one here because I tell you, these picks are sharp. I got one here, so I'm gonna put one there. I think I'm gonna move this one here. That way it looks. me bring this around. That joker came all the way out. Cut it down some more because it's acting like it don't want to stay in there. It's probably too long. That's it. Put this one in. What I can do is just bring my greenery up. And the only reason why it's acting difficult because I'm not putting any glue on them. And also the grapevine is very tight. And when they tight, you can't get them in. And sometimes people take some of it loose to make it loosen. That way you can get things inside of it. So I'm liking how that's looking, and I shall add more greenery because I have some more of these, and I can put it, I think I'm going to put this one like right there. So now what I'm going to do, guys, I'm going to start adding pumpkins because we do need pumpkins. So I don't know, I'm going to add some big ones in. So I like this color, or I can do this color. I think I'm going to do the white one. You know why? Because it pops off more better than the other one. And of course, I'm going to put this one at the bottom. Trying to get this tape off. Sorry guys, but I like that white on there. You see how it's, because it's gonna pop off all the other. So what I'm going to do is just place this one here. That looks good. I'm trying to get the tape off of these. One thing about, I'll put one, and I'll probably put one here. Yeah. Put another one. So make sure if you sell your wreath, make sure you get that tape off. I don't know why Hobby Lobby have so much tape on it, because it hinders us from doing this, to put them in. So I'm liking that. Pumpkin there, you got 3. And I might incorporate these burgundy ones by just putting them in. See how they look. Like that, I like that. So I'm just gonna clip some of these off. This one came off, but that's okay. I'm gonna put some glue in here. Try to make sure my glue gun don't fall. Damn. I'm just putting glue in here because it doesn't look too steady. So I want to make sure the stem stays in and on it. So I'm putting picks on here because it's not as long, and that will help my, I'm going to put one right here and bring it through like that. About doing that. Glue streamers off of that. Y'all, this is turning out so cute. I am so loving it. Hope you are as well. greenery. Then I'm going to put this greenery in here, this leaf. Like I need more on that side, but I have these little stems here that I want to put in. Doing is picking that greenery up that I had put in earlier, because sometimes when you put it in your flowers and stuff, it get bent, and all you have to do is just bend it back up. I like this color. It just goes well with everything else that's in here. Okay, I'm going to probably put it here. So what you do is you just put it there. If you don't like it there, you can take it out. It's not written in stone that you just have to have it in there. I'm going to cut these leaves off right here. Right here, because I need something on the side here to bring that out on that end. And I might bring something out down here, because I think you need to have something coming out the bottom of your bow with a long, something long on it. That. Still got some emptiness here. I need to put something in that spot. So I think fill that up. I have more greenery. I have these here. I think I'm going to put these in and see how that looks. it only caught one end of the greenery, so I'm trying to just take it off and just start over. Trying to see how it is. So I'm just basically just adding green inside in different spots just to add a little more, just a little more touch. And what I'm doing is taking this apart. Bring this up. See how that flower got hidden down, because it makes it look like it's an empty spot, and it isn't. I think I'm going to put something right up in there. That bow right under it. Like so I like that greenery on that. So that's looking pretty nice. I don't know, it might be too much for it. So let me see. This one is a little smaller. And I can stick it in. I think I'm going to keep it. And bring this ribbon like that. So if you wanted to, you can cut your ribbon down a little bit if it's too long, and just bend it and curl it in like that. This one here, curl it in. I'm liking that. What you do, you just step back and look at it. Like right here, I would need to put something there because it looks empty and we don't want that. Got a flower going there. And I think, don't I have another burgundy? That's what I was looking for. We'll do it. Some greenery right up in here because it looks bare. If I can get it to stay up. Trying to see if I have some more of that greenery like this, and I think I do. I'll have to search it out. But guys, this turned out to be simply gorgeous. So what I'm going to do is let you take a look at it. I love it. It looks nice. Bring the camera up. Move this out so you guys can get a good view. So, and I'm loving how that's looking. So let me tie it in right there so you guys can see real good how nice it looks. So I love it. It turned out super duper nice. This, and you can do this as well. So I know I will. I'm gonna add more picks in, more stuff in here. I might even do some ribbon tails and just place them in periodically in different spots. And I'm going to show you how you can do that. I have one here. And like here, I can add one right in here and just cut it down some. Fold it in, or you can do this. I'll put it down just a little bit more. So you can put little ribbon tails on there if you choose to. If not, you can bring one up here. And that will look nice. And see, and that can be a filler too, so I think I would leave that there. And add more. put one here. And we could just do that. That's a nice little touch to it. Have my ribbons even on that. Now let me see and put it, trying to put it where it won't be just too overwhelming in there, because it can get I think I'm just going to cut it down just a little bit. I don't want it to be too long in there, so I'm not sure about this one. Just don't like the way it's sitting. If I put it, put it inside the leaf. Now that look better like that. So this is it, guys. I just wanted to show you how you can do this. This is a sign that I purchased from Hobby Lobby. So when I'm gonna put, after this live, I will put in everything that I have purchased and where did I purchase it from, just in case you want to go and purchase it. And most of all my stuff came from Hobby Lobby and Michael's. Came from Hobby Lobby and Michael's. Now this ribbon here came from the Wreath Shop right here. So, and I put the sign, I put this on here with the saying, the pumpkin for sale. Excuse my hand again. I had a boo-boo before we started. One of the stems poked me and started bleeding, so I had to put something on it. So you could just bend these anywhere you want, however you want, but you don't want to bend here. You want to bend it in here. That way it won't look, you won't pull the head of the flower off. But I want to thank you guys for watching me today. Thank you so much for watching Wreaths by Veronica, and I hope you enjoyed this fall wreath tutorial. And if you could do one thing for me, if you can share it with your friends and let them know that I do lives, and I do do videos and tutorials. These are beautiful DIY projects for you. So if you could, you can subscribe to my channel if you new, and if those that has been on here, I want to thank you. So, and also you can follow me on Facebook. It's Wreath by Veronica. I do have a website. It's wreathbyveronica.com. I have an Instagram page and a Pinterest page, and that is Wreath by Veronica as well. I try to keep it as clear and possible as you can. That way you can follow me and find me very quickly. Wreath by Veronica. I do have an Etsy store. Is Wreath by VA. So go on over there and take a look. You might see something you like. And every Tuesday, guys, every Tuesday at 7 o'clock on my Facebook page, Wreath by Veronica, I do wreath tips at 7 p.m. every Tuesday. So join me this Tuesday that's coming on that's coming up, excuse me, at 7 o'clock. So I want to thank you guys for joining me today. And I always say this at the end of my lives or at the end of anything that I do. This is me. This is who I am. I want to tell you this. Put God first and everything else will fall in line. I want to thank each and every one of you that's joined, that watch me. And I want to thank each and every one of you that sit here and watch this video, because I know you guys have busy schedules. But if you could, just share it out to your friends and family to let them know that Wreath by Veronica do have a YouTube channel. So click that subscribe button before you leave. Bye-bye. Have a wonderful day and enjoy the rest of your week. Bye-bye.